the largest engine overhauling units of Indian Air Force. He has also completed the most prestigious course on national security and political affairs from National Defense College, New Delhi. He was recognized for his efforts and rewarded twice by the President of India in 2007 Vishisht Sheva Model and 2016 Oti Vishisht Sheva Model. He is presently involved in maintenance, repair, and overhaul of Indian Air Force and HAL means Hindustan Aeronautics Limited aircrafts. Being a lifelong learner, Archanda is currently a PhD candidate. He earned his MTech from IIT Kharagpur in reliability engineering and MBA from Indira Gandhi National Open University. So Archanda, please. Archanda, you are muted.
Mute. Yeah, can you hear me now, all of you?
Yeah, we can hear you. Please.
Thank you very much, Abhiman, introducing me to the, with my younger brothers and the August gathering. Can you hear me now?
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
Abhiman?
Sure, perfect.
Okay. So, firstly, namaskar to all of you because different areas people are. And my younger brothers who are still fighting to become engineers and, join to the variety of, organizations. So I'll be totally in a different context. I'll be talking about because it is an armed forces. Basically, very few people know about the armed forces. Even when I joined, also I was in a sector where and production sector in Mahindra. I worked for almost 1.5 years there, and then I joined to the armed forces. It is basically you have to have some knowledge about the armed forces. Basically, there is a psychological, reasons and the risk factor, which is from the parental side, from the peer group, or from anywhere. You all think basically it's a risk factor. That means if you join in forces, then your life is at stake. I would like to bring it to all of you in this. There is nothing like that. It is not for the engineers to go and do the guard duties in the border areas. You have got a very, very specific role, either it's in Army or in Air Force or in Navy. So remember this, that is not the no psychological pressure can put you down because you have to be motivated to put on uniform and take the pride in uniform. There's a respect you earn. I have in hearing all these places I was in earlier, and now also I am in the corporate sector. I know, but the respect you earn after working in that environment, it is enormous. And once you even serve during your period of duties, or once you come out, you have got different type of status in your life, social status, I can say. Very much. Anyway, I will not deliberate much on that. Basically, one more thing, and like all our seniors and the colleagues who have been talking about, multinationals and other big companies, yes, parity of pay. When it comes to the income, you always think in Forge is there is no income. I'm sorry to say, we are at par with the IS. You are the class 1 gazetted officer. You are at par with the IAS, IPS, and all other UPSC. Rather, you get more than that because of certain extra payments are given to you for your risk in the life. So you better be knowledgeable on that. And the last not but the least, your job security. You have been working there. You don't have to take tensions because you have to go only from one company to other company, because you are doing certain professional job which will yield you the result when you grow 10 years and 12 years of service. Initially, you have been trained to all other kind of systems. It's not important you are mechanical, you are aeronautical, you are electrical, or any other, including communication, IT. All branches are joining to all three services. Especially, I will be talking after some time and Air Force also. We have been taking on IT people because there are a lot of IT requirements which is required for the operation all over our country. Okay, Now, when you come to the, what are the scopes? Now, I have given you the introduction. That scopes is meant basically, yes, the motivation you are going to directly serve the country. Yes, everyone is serving country, some or other way. But some people are, going abroad after for the higher studies. They may or may not come back, but that country is getting benefited. I hope you understand. It's in some part you are sending the money back to home. That's okay. But most of the things are in these particularly you are directly in front of the country's requirement, and you are giving your youth to the country, and it's a very satisfying. Basically, that is what I want to bring. And you get a valuable skill, leadership, which you have been everyone is talking about. Once you grow, that is the most important thing. Either you work in, even today you work in multinationals or the nationals, big companies, the leadership quality is very important. And there you are grown in such a way, you automatically start getting that leadership quality in that services, because you are groomed to have, because you under you there are thousands of people will be working after stage of 10-12 years of service, and you have to command a team with your, if you are an engineer with your professional knowledge. There are engineers who are switched over to pilots also. I'm not bringing those things here. So you got to be very you command a group of people you mix around, and your camaraderie is seen, your brotherhood is seen, because there is no diversity in this forge. It is in one unit, one team. See, that is a very much and a value in your life, I must say to that. There is no distinction between from which part of country you are coming. It's most important what kind of professional knowledge you have, and you are running the show basically. And then this is another point which people think that you are in the country. You are actually handling the most sophisticated kind of technology. You are talking today of AI. We have been in fifth generation aircraft, which you are going to get in Air Force or Army is getting robo. These are all with the AI. You will be surprised because you have got a very little knowledge until unless you go to someone and talk to them. We have been handling the latest of the technology, the avionics and the aerospace. What are the technologies is coming? That is the most latest. Even the computer and the PCBs and the chips, they are the most latest, and that is the kind of things you will be handling. So try to understand that in all kinds of engineering branch, I'm including ITs and communication, not only in the mechanical, in the aerospace people. I'm talking about all of you, all engineers in the electrical, the mechanical, of course, the civil engineers only required for the army because of, they have got a core of army. And the most important part in armed forces engineers, why it is becoming more and more important. Earlier we used to knew only, army chief and all, they are not from the engineering branch. But fortunately, this time government has taken a decision, and they have made present army chief General Pandey is from core of engineers. For you all to know about it, I don't know how many people you know, and I'm sure in coming days, and Navy and Air Force is also going to consider that the chief would be also from any other branches. As of now, there is certain restrictions, but you can become to 3-star general without any hassles. Okay, when I talk about armed forces engineers, as I said, that cutting edge technology you will be handling. Even you are joining, then you will see that what kind of technologies you are handling. All the technologies, I mean, available in the world, either from the US or any European country or any kind of aircraft, which we have got all the aircraft and the Army is getting, and Navy submarine. These are all the state of art, the latest fifth generation technologies are all fitted into that. So you are not handling the old kind of machineries. You are going to handle the latest of it. I have got, I think, if Viman can put some of the latest induction of our aircraft, I will show it to you so that you understand what kind of technology or aircraft we have got. We have already purchased and kind of thing. Now I will touch upon little bit. Working independently is very important. Now, when as they say, like in my this thing, commanding an unit, I may be coming from Sukhoi 30 background. I may be coming from any other background, but tomorrow you have been told, like I have been told to command an unit who is making Indian Air Force all three kinds of aero engines. I hope you know aero engines; those are aerospace. But in India today, even after 30 and 40 years of cavalry engine, is also not successful. It's a very difficult technology, and still India is in the making. They have not got fully successful. Yes, certain part DRDO has made it. They made it quite a good engine, but by the time 30 years, we are not the latest engines. We have gone back. So you can understand what kind of technology today in the aircrafts are fitted. And especially I will talk about little bit of opening of the Air Force. Aeronautical engineering. You all have the engineers. First, you go to the conversion of the aeronautical engineers, like myself also, and like I also commanded the mechanical branch there in the Air Force Technical College in Bangalore. There, you all are converted to specially in two-stream mechanical and electronics. In the electronics, all the electrical and communication IT people are there. There are so many things to be, all the kinds of aircraft, fighter, transport, all these kinds of aircraft we have got. The all aircraft, the maintenance part is your responsibility. And as I said, I will come back to you. All the kinds of latest radar technology, all kinds of communication. You think about any communication in today's world, in 5G, everything is there already with the Air Force, Army, Navy. That kind of communication, which is not advertised to you all, because that is kind of secretive communication. We keep it within ourselves. Okay, so that kind of communication, the navigational aids to guide an aircraft or guide on any kind of warfare, you need a lot of navigational aids. And the most importantly, that the EW, that electronic warfare, it's only the technology driven. You'll be surprised. You must be wondering what I'm talking about. But if you know that, if anyone had some knowledge on electronic warfare, which is I'm given a photograph, net-centric warfare, which I'll explain to you. Is an aircraft, an airborne aircraft, which is shown in the picture. If you can notice, is an airborne ATC, air traffic control. From there, at least 400 kilometers away, you can see the enemy territory, or all the shapes, all the tanks, all the movement, the submarines, and all the ground people. Is a friend or foe, means your enemy aircraft. You can track around 100 aircraft at a time. See the technology from where to where it has gone. We are thinking in, like, you go to the any airport, you see the ATC tower, one radar is moving. That's a ground control tower, and it is on a airborne platform, and from there it has been coordinated to all this. And if they say that an enemy aircraft or anything they seen, they alert the ground forces, and ground forces take action. Of course, directly that aircraft cannot kill the front enemy, but they have got all the facilities available on ground. So this is what this today's warfare is going to be, and everything is electronically controlled. Now I'll just give you some of the new induction. Tejas. You have heard about Tejas aircraft. Is beautiful aircraft. It's a composite made, the Rafale. One of the best aircraft in the world today, acquired by Air Force. It is with us right now. It's technology driven. It is totally AI is already embedded into that, some of that. Of course, what AI you are talking about, I won't say. This is the air-to-air refueling. You can see the Mirage aircraft. Like, we can ferry from here to US and Alaska, one of the other corner. It's to refueling in the air. You don't have to land back today. The technology is enhanced so much. This is an IL-78 aircraft, which can, mother tanker is basically, it can in-flight refueling, and the aircraft can fly for 8 to 10 hours altogether, like your commercial aircraft. Okay, there is a huge aircraft, the one of the largest aircraft in the world, like C17, is a US aircraft. And I just been to 3 days back. I told me, man, I was in Delhi. I just gone there for this particular aircraft maintenance. They have got certain problem to resolve certain problems. I was called there. So this is a technology driven. If you see that the aircraft, you will be surprised what kind of technology they have used. And this heavy aircraft, it can land anywhere. See the technology. It does not require the 3 kilometers runway. It is just a small runway that is huge aircraft can be landed. See the technology in that. Okay, next is that this is that airborne early warning. Of course, the women, can you bring it? Okay, no,
Yeah,
that's okay.
Archanda, I'm trying, but at the same time, probably you
Okay,
are looking
okay,
at the
doesn't matter.
video.
See, we have got yeah. This is the DRDO made. We have got others from Israeli. This is the early warning as I shown you in the platform net centric warfare. This is one DRDO is made. We have the literally the research and work so much of going on in this platform and been converted to the early warning and control system, communication system. Okay, next is that this is an LCH and HL made again, Make in India program. We are getting this aircraft. Can you see the deadly aircraft is on weapon also can be loaded into that? Is okay. Next is another largest aircraft in the world, the Chinook, which already we have got. For this also had been to Air Force Station Hindon, and this aircraft is already inducted and flying with glory in Air Force. The next is Apache aircraft. Okay, now see this and a deadly aircraft world, one of the best helicopter attack helicopter. We have got couple of missiles been already purchased S-400 is and again totally technology driven missiles, and DRDO has made a lot of other kinds of Astra and different kinds of missile for Rafale on different kinds of aircraft which you need not to purchase from abroad. You can produce in India itself. So that is our aim to the Make in India. Okay, so I come to the last slides in the opportunities. That I just want to bring in the next slide, if you can show, Viman. This is the higher studies. Like me also, I have gone all doing this MTech and all MBA. It's all from Air Force driven. You have to put your requirement and wherever you are, and that higher studies you can go. Like I did my one of the NDCs best colleges where the IAS, IPS, and all of us do the course. It is of course on the security base, but who are the people coming there? The presidents of India, then all the ministers and all the icons and all over the world, they come and give you the lecture. So that kind of environment has been created, and that kind of opportunity you get. And leadership and communication skills, I don't think I have to repeat again and again. You definitely groom to that. And challenging environment, yes, it is a challenging environment. You are not working in one place for the next 20 years in one area, 20 years every day. Your challenges are totally different kind of. You are operating today from one sector, Leh Ladakh, and next day you are maybe then in a seaside in Andaman Nicobar. So everything is depend on that, your aircraft serviceability, everything, and you are recognized on that basis only. Basically all the rewards, awards, and all these things are given. You get the recognition. If you work there, you get the recognition. So at the end, what I would like to tell all of you, you have to have a passionate for this kind of service, and you have to have engineering background skill. You got to be professional, and there is nothing like that. You have to just join and you have to put your life in risk. No, not at all. Just take out that thing from your mind. Thank you very much. I would like to say in my lifetime, I hardly have seen Viman. Anybody, and that's what he contacted me. Any of my college mates, like from Shepur, they're in the forge, and very rarely people are joining. But I'm telling you, it's very, very, challenging life, I can say, and you achieve a lot. Thank you very much.
All right, Archanda, thank you very, very much. So